Hi, my name's Charlie King. I'm with Heroic Fatherhood, and welcome to your Mentor's Moment. In today's video, we're going to talk about the joy of chores, going from I have to I get to. Chores are the biggest pain in the world. I don't know anybody that just is like, hey, what are you going to do on this Sunday? Oh, I am so excited. We're going to stay home. We're going to clean toilets. We're going to clean the thing. We're going to dig stuff out. The septic tank needs work. I've got stuff to do like that. Right? Our default is not to get too excited about the mundane, the things that feel like they just keep us where we're at, or they're the have-tos that nobody really wants to do. It's not an accident that more and more people are hiring house cleaners and outsourcing things they don't want to do. But you and I both know as dads how important it is to lead by example and how important it is for our kids to have chores and responsibilities around the household, because they get to take ownership. They get to take ownership of how the household runs when they're responsible for chores. Now, what chores those might be can be totally different depending on their age and your household. It could be as simple as feeding the dog or taking care of the animals in some way. It could be emptying the trash. It could be doing dishes. It could be emptying the dishwasher. It could be dusting surfaces. It could be scrubbing out the grout. All of this depends on where your kids are at and what choices you have in your household and your lifestyle. But it is so much more authentic, and it is so much less likely to get a fight from your kids if you participated in it as well. Now, you and I both know this is very good for them, and this is very good for you to be leading by example, except it doesn't always feel that way. Except it feels like drudgery sometimes. I know sometimes it feels like drudgery when my wife comes to me and goes, hey, remember, it's your week to clean the toilets this week. And my default is, oh, seriously? I gotta get, oh, why? It's not fair. Like I go full teenager, like, oh, I don't want to. And I totally get that, right? We all feel that from time to time. But I want to invite you that there's this different way of looking at it. There's a different way of looking at it. And what we're really talking about is from the I have to I get to. See, this has been a real game changer for me. We all have things that we have to face that we don't want to, whether it's taxes or budgeting or doing the trash or taking the compost out or chopping wood or whatever that is in your life. We all have tasks that we just are like, why do I have to do this silly thing? And here's the first step in going from I have to I get to. The first thing is to acknowledge that we all have things in this world that we have to do that we don't want to. And there is nobody that is the exception to this. Everybody has to do stuff they don't want to. I don't care how powerful you are. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how many people you have taking care of things for you. We all have to do things we don't want to. So the first thing is just acknowledging this is part of life. Part of life is that we have to do things that we just don't feel like doing. We're kind of all in this together, so we're not alone. The next one is to ask yourself this question is, does it serve you to actually hate doing what you're doing? Does it actually serve you to suffer doing something that you have to do and you're gonna do anyways? What I notice is that when we suffer, we're actually suffering with something. We're like, I can't believe I have to do this. It doesn't make us feel any better. As a matter of fact, it continues to make us feel bad about the activity that we're doing. So does it actually serve you to feel bad about what you already know you have to do anyways? I'm kind of guessing that the answer is no, because what I notice is when I already feel bad about something, if I'm already in a bad mood about it, staying in a bad mood about it doesn't make it any better. Not only does it not make it any better, but it seems like it takes forever. Like something that should only take 15 minutes may only take 15 minutes, but it seems like it took hours. And some things that only take 15 minutes end up taking hours because we so don't want to do them. So the second thing is does it serve us to hate what we're doing? It probably doesn't. So let's do something different. Step 3 is all about taking a look at what's the value of doing this, right? If it's chores, what's the value in doing it? Does it make your spouse happy? Does it lead by example and that you're demonstrating yourself and who you want to be as a dad, that you're involved in all the activities that need to get done? Does it teach your kids a lesson about being responsible for what there is to get done. Because when we can start getting an idea of how this really serves us, how it's part of a bigger scheme of what we're up to, our mind can shift and we can start thinking more positively about the things that we're gonna have to do anyways. The pro tip is you can do this anywhere and you can do it with anything, because this just isn't true about being at home and doing chores. This is also true about when you're out in the world, when you're doing things for your work, when you're doing things for clients, and people are, like, oh, we have to go through and crunch all those numbers. This is awful. Well, when you show up and you're able to shift your mindset and like, yeah, but we're gonna have to do it anyway, so let's have some fun with it and bring some fun to it or bring some energy to it, all of a sudden you become the go-to person of people who are like, he makes that fun when we do it. Let's bring him in on other projects. Let's bring him in when we need more energy. Who wouldn't want to be known as the person who can bring fun and energy to even the mundane? These are the 3 steps I use to go from have to get to in anything that I need to do, but especially chores around the house. My name's Charlie King. I'm with Heroic Fatherhood. Thanks for being here today. And lastly, I want to share with you, remember, we become better men by spending time with good men, and I'm super grateful I got a chance to spend time with you today.